What is up, guys? I know it has been a second. Sorry about that. I've been a little bit busy with life, and my sleep schedule has been all over the place, so I was kind of fixing it over the weekend. It's not fixed. But what we are going to do today is play a deck that I've been trying a little bit on the ladder. It's not great, but it's a lot of fun. I put every V-Union card that we have, besides Pikachu, into one deck, and we're going to try it out. So let's check it out. So here is the list. As you can see, we've got all four of our V-Union cards, or like three, I guess. Like three. I'm not putting Pikachu V-Union in here because I think that's just... It's just harder to put all those slots in because I can't eat up 16 slots and still make a deck playable. We've got our Zacian V Union that's got this really sick steel cut attack, Dance of the Crown Sword, and the Master Blade for 340, one-shotting pretty much everything in the game. We've got our Mewtwo V Union with the Final Burn, Super Regeneration, Psy Explosion, and the Union Gain. Probably the worst of the three here, but I do think Zacian is pretty hot. We've got our Greninja that lets us do all these sick abilities, especially with Ninja Body. And then we have Feel the Way, which we can just keep looking at people's hands and we can get them stuck in the active with Waterfall Bind. But the deck is primarily a metal style deck. Now you're going to be like, Rahul, how are we going to get these cards out? These cards are really hard to put in the discard, and we're playing now 12 dead cards effectively in our deck. We've got Zacian V to fill up our hand. Pretty sick card, pretty staple in any metal style deck. We have Bronzong to move around our energy. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. And then we have Togekiss VMAX. Now, I think using Max Glide, we can find ourselves those researches, those pieces, and just start going. And then the idea of the rest of the deck is we have 4 Great Ball, 4 Quick Ball. Great Ball lets us find our pieces that otherwise couldn't be found. Metal Saucer, Quick Ball. 3 copies of Allister, which means we can just draw 3 and discard up to 3 pretty as much as we want. 4 copies of Research. If we're not Allistaring, we should be researching every single turn, one of these 2. Marnie for... potential weird hands we could get, 2 balloons to kind of pivot around, and then 4 Aurora and 8 Metal. So this deck is like a for fun deck for sure. We're just going to try it out and see how it goes. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm sure you just saw on the screen that I am doing coaching as well. I am back to coaching, etc., etc. Links are in the bio down below. And I have a really fun announcement for you guys. I will probably do it on the Twitch stream as well, but if you're enjoying my content, I do have a TCG Player affiliate link now. So if you're buying your cards from TCG Player, anything you're buying, link down below in the description. It's in one of my sponsored style links. All you have to do is click on that link when you're going to go buy some cards, and it'll give me a little bit, like I think it's like 0.03% or something of your purchase, which does help me out in the long run. So I greatly would appreciate that. I'm going to definitely plug those way more on the buy list videos that I do for each new set. So when Fusion Strike and stuff comes out, we're going to talk about like what cards I think should be bought in Fusion Strike, etc. I didn't do one for Celebrations just because this set doesn't have anything really playable. It's a very small mini set that I don't think we need to focus on. Yeah, so I just don't think that one's like really worth putting our time into. But moving forward, I do think having all these options is good. Okay. Okay. Starts good. We've got a Quick Ball away for the little Master Blade. And I can even attach to either Togekiss. I'm probably going to Quick Ball for another Togekiss and just set up off the back of that. Minchino, interesting. I don't know what. Maybe Urshifu. Maybe just a stall kind of deck. I don't know what stall decks exist. Interesting. But yeah, I also have this really cool idea for a video later this week that I want to try to film, guys. It's going to be like a how to prepare you guys for in-person events. Leave in the comments below what kind of questions you have for in-person events for me, because I think that's going to be my best way of kind of figuring out how I can help you guys out. So now here's where we do our prize check. We prized 2 pieces of Greninja, so Greninja's not coming out. 1 prize piece of Mewtwo. No, wait, what? Why is this like this? We have all of Greninja. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only prized Zacian. Yeah, we prized a Zacian piece. Dude, why does it do this? This is annoying. I hate this. Oh my god, this is miserable. So we're just going to go ahead and do this and Intrepid Sword. We're simply just looking for a metal. Perfect. On the money. We've got exactly what we need. Now, we can't get Zacian out this game unless we get it off the prizes, but we can try to get the other ones out. The goal of this video is going to try to get all 4 of our 3 Unions out into play at the same time, so we do need to get that off the prizes. If we don't, well, that's a failure for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I think we also want to win. This deck we're up against doesn't seem too particularly good. Lightning Toolbox, I guess. Oh, that's not great. I'm literally a type that's weak to lightning. This is going to be kind of miserable in the early game. This Togekiss VMAX is going to go down, and it's not going to be good. But I think they're... Whoa. Okay. Whew. Whew. That was a little bit scary for a second. I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, the Electrify comes through. And, well, next turn, a Bolt Storm will do a lot of damage to us. Not really something we're looking forward to. So we're going to go ahead and do this so we can go ahead and Saucer while we're here. We did top deck our research, which is great, and we've got the Max Glide. We're going to probably have to give this guy up. We can if we get the Bronzong, we get the attack off if we want it. So let's go ahead and Quick Ball Wear Froggy. Probably grab another Zacian into our hand. Don't have to play it yet. Okay, we got our mishmash of pieces. And we'll just go ahead and grab... Okay, we're going to grab ourselves Greninja because we have the Greninja next turn. And we're going to go ahead and Max Glide for Saucer and... I think Balloon's probably fine. Give ourselves the attack next turn. In the event that this goes down, we have a pretty insane hand. We can probably get the Greninja up and running, and we can also Balloon this Bronzor. And we can retreat it into something like this. This guy over here, the Field Away Boy. So he's playing like a one prize. Oh, that's cool. This Lugia is pretty neat. I've never like thought about this card to be good. Because I think 4 energy for a potential 250 is really high. But I guess a lot of people do have 5 or more cards in hand, like at any given point. So Wind Pressure is a very interesting card here. The shell of this deck is very interesting, but... Okay, that Crushing Hammer is a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie, but he does get... I'm pretty sure he does get the knockout this turn if he wants it. Yeah, that should give it to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, 6 gives it to him. Bolt Storm, there it is. Don't think we're getting the attack off this turn, unfortunately. But we can get the Frog out. And now, Rahul, I know you're saying, Rahul, getting the Frog out's probably just going to lose you the game because he's going to boss it up. And to that I say, yeah, you're probably right. I should probably not do that. Okay. Wow, great. Actually, pretty nice top deck here. Yeah, perfect, actually. Kind of a clean top deck. Double Saucer and Research. Now, we can take care of the Boltund. Puts ourselves in a good spot. I don't think I want to put Greninja into play just yet. So we're going to go ahead and just retreat. And Brave Blade. Take our 2 prizes. Putting ourselves in a decent spot. Now I know this list doesn't play boss or anything, but I think we're always going to have to just try to answer what's in the active spot. We don't have the luxury to kind of play around the fun cards. Now next turn I do have the Aurora Energy in hand, so we can look to get the Greninja out and power it up, or I can look to get Mewtwo out and power it up if I get a little bit lucky. No, I need to find 2 pieces, so I need like... Yeah, okay, so we're not getting Mewtwo out. But we are also losing our last Saucer, which is a little bit of a bummer. Our opponent can't Wind Pressure us yet unless they get all Flaffies up and running. If they do, I actually will get knocked out, which is really scary because this like little guy is going to knock us out. That's actually kind of scary. I guess we can use Aqua Edge. No, Aqua Edge doesn't even knock it back out. Twister Shuriken doesn't either. I mean, this attack would just like wreck him, but I got to get it up and running. If I can get a Twister Shuriken up and running, I literally can't lose this game because I just wiped the entire bench in 1 turn and I win. So I think we're going to have to play for a Twister Shuriken. He's going to Wind Pressure me, and that's going to suck. Okay. I got to get to below 5 cards somehow. But his bench is locked, and I know that. So I know at the very least I can get a Greninja up and running, and I'm not in like any pressure or threat situation. Okay. Let's put the Greninja V Union into play. All right, we've got him. We've got him here. Let's go ahead and discard this piece. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. We're just gonna thin, see what's in there. Nothing crazy. We don't have any turn and burn cards, unfortunately, so we might have to. I don't know. Owlstarring seems fine. Also, let's go ahead and first take a look at his hand. There's no boss's orders here. So I'm going to Allister. Okay. Let's discard these 3. That's a Great Ball. There's Bronzong. Let's go ahead and just retreat. There's no reason not to. Play our hand down a little bit. Metal Transfer up here. And we'll go ahead and Aqua Edge the active. Now, maybe knocking out the active is wrong here because now he can get a Bolt Hunt down and potentially just win the game off the back of that. But looking at his hand, it wasn't anything special, in my opinion. I guess we could have just passed and looked to make the flashy play here with the Waterfall Bind. Or not Waterfall Bind, Twisted Shuriken. Yeah, maybe that was just a mistake. I think that actually was like a straight up mistake. Because now he can get Bolt Hunt up, 1-2, attach, E-Switch. He's got the E-Switch in hand. And he gets the knockout, right? Oh, I think I just inted the game. I think leaving him bench locked was correct. I had the whole line in my head, and then I just stopped thinking. Well, you know, it happens. You stop thinking sometimes. I was so focused on doing my play that I forgot about his play. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Let's see if he gets it, though. I think he has it. Because he's got the energy in hand, right? So it's got... He can go attach... No, he attached the speed energy this turn. So he's got to find a way to retreat. So I think that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a way to retreat. This single prize deck is pretty cool. I don't think Crushing Hammer is necessarily a good card in this deck, but I think the single prize deck overall is pretty cool. I think if you just cut these cards, you could probably have a really cool deck. Like, this is a really cool card that I didn't think about. I mean, this card is really broken. I think this card's insane. But the rest of the deck is, like, functioning pretty well. And yes, my deck is, like, not Marnieing him every turn or whatever, but I think he has an E-Switch in hand. So he can just E-Switch to active and retreat. I know he has an E-Switch. I saw his hand. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, Lightning Weakness is actually what kind of doomed us here. I think otherwise we just win the game. But Lightning Weakness is apparently relevant only for this one matchup. And a Boss's Orders, which I think came off of one of those trades because we did see their hand with the Feel of the Way. All right, we can do one more game here just because I think that was a little bit of an unlucky one. I think we had game in a second there. Nice, we got a pack too. With the last hopefully coming days of going into live, we'll open our packs and enjoy it. I'm hoping live comes out obviously before Fusion Strike because I've not been saving any of my coins. I've simply been using everything. If you guys are getting ready for Pokemon Live, watch some of my other videos on how to prepare yourself the best. Make sure you get the most efficiency out of it. I might stream tonight, at the time you're watching this video, kind of get ourselves into a position where you can make the most out of your account and kind of talk about it. There just isn't something to play for right now, which means why I'm not streaming. And I've just been a little bit busy watching the International and League of Legends Worlds. So I've just been enjoying myself. As you can see, I'm a Team Liquid fan, so we're playing today. Looks good. This hand's mediocre at best. We're up against Urshifu, which is a little bit of a scary matchup, just because Urshifu on turn 2 can go ahead and rapid flow, do a ton of damage, can 150 one of our Zacians. Like, it's not the ideal matchup we want to hit into, but we do have the Mewtwo, which can one-shot them, if we can get it up and running. Now, the problem is, again, we're playing a V unit deck, so we need to find all of our pieces. I mean, having Auroras in our hand is a good start, but we don't have a supporter. We don't have any of our 4 Research. We don't have any of our 3 Allistars. That's a really unfortunate thing to see on turn 1. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, so we're going to... Nice. Great top deck, everybody. You know, that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, we get another V unit into the discard. No, we don't play Counter Stadium, so that's going to stick the entire game. We're going to have to pass it. So we've got the 2 here, at the very least. We haven't had a chance to deck search yet. We have the Allistar in hand. We didn't get the Togekiss down turn 1. Okay, I'll take a Marnie. This hand wasn't amazing. It's not something that I was personally too attached to. There's the Togekiss. That's what I really wanted. Now, if our Bronzor doesn't get knocked out, which I don't think that's going to happen, we have a pretty good chance of being able to use the Toga VMAX coming up here. And I think being able to max glide and kind of set up our hand in the way we want to is really good. Decks like Urshifu cannot one-shot us, like, very easily. So, or not even ever, honestly, because we have the resistance to fighting even. So we're in a position where Urshi is not really a problem. It's just going to be, can we set up our pieces before they get their ball rolling. 2 cards in hand, Gale Thrust for 30. Nothing to write home about. Research another Mewtwo piece. Absolutely fantastic. We know there's pieces at the bottom of our deck. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, there's another Mewtwo piece. Nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just move the energy from here to here, because I just want to preserve it long term. And then we're going to go ahead and, I mean, I can go ahead and White Wind for 90, which doesn't seem bad, but I don't think I care about damage. I think I care about just preserving. But I don't want to pass either, so we're just going to go ahead and White Wind. Because if he's going to go ahead and Rapid Flow, he's going to hit the Togekiss anyway. And if he's going to hit the Togekiss anyway, I might as well get the first hit. I guess he could pivot into the Zapdos and use Thunderous Kick. But he's pathed himself as well, which would require him to bump to Path. And at that situation, I think we'll be okay. We're definitely looking for getting this guy out just to kind of start swinging. Put the 16 damage counters on the board. Would be our best option. Greninja is also really, really good. Don't get me wrong. I think Greninja is one of the better attackers in this deck because it's got the efficiency of using 1 energy to attack. And I think the 100 spread attack is really, really, really strong. Across the board, I'm like a huge fan of this deck. And I think V-Unions have more of a place than people think in the metagame. I think people just need to figure out how to play them. And kind of fix those lists, I guess, is the best way to put it. I mean, I'll just give you Zacian again. And research. So it's interesting. I mean, the Zapdos will get a free hit off here if he wants it, if they can get their free hit off. And obviously the Inteleon will come in and take the knockout here on Zacian, or a Medicham with Yoga Loop, which are both like not the best things for us to deal with. I thought about putting Cape of Toughnesses in this deck, but it just got really, really complicated really, really fast. So we got 3, 1, 2, and we can discard this. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do this. Go here. Saucer here. I think taking the knockout on the act is just better. Because even though we've got the V-Unions, I think just Zacianing for the knockout puts more pressure on. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that route. But we're going to keep our Aurora energy as safe as possible. Just because I think that is necessary to be preserved if we want to do anything. Now, again, we haven't had a chance to search our deck. We haven't had a quick ball. That's our only deck search. So we don't know what's prized still. I don't know if any of our pieces are prized. It's very likely that some of our pieces are prized. But there's our first quick ball. That does give us an out to check the deck. We have 3 Mewtwo pieces in here. 1 Greninja and 1 Zacian. Now, Zacian getting the Brave Blade for 340 or whatever is also really, really good. So we're going to look for all these pieces and kind of try to make a play where we can. This Inteleon's going to give him a free 2 prizes. Nothing we can do about it, really. I'm just hoping there's no Rapid Flow to take out this Bronzor. If Bronzor can stay alive here, we can make a lot of plays coming into our turn. Yeah, we can make a ton of plays. We can't Final Burn here yet, but we can. If we get the Zacian V up by some miracle, even though we're missing 3 pieces, we can get that up and running. And Twisted Shuriken's also really good, because we can stop them from retreating. Yeah. I think Greninja is probably the best one out of the 3, just because... sorry, not Twisted Shuriken. What's the other attack that stops retreating? I don't know. I don't know all the attacks off the top of my head. They have 4 attacks. It's not nice. That's not nice for someone who barely remembers his attack names. That's why I don't announce an attack names. I just go, attack. So here's the sights coming in. But I assume my opponent's playing some sort of a Raihan engine, so they can Raihan here if they want to. And that would kind of put them in a better spot to kind of play the game. Scoop up Nats. We don't play any hand. We play the 2 Marnies, but besides that, we don't have any hand resets, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But I'm very excited for... I'm very excited for this deck. Also, Pokemon Live hopefully will come soon. Hope you guys are excited for that. Can't stress enough how I think it'll be game changing enough to make a big difference in the community. So now we're in a position where he didn't hit my active. We have our Marnies. We know he's got the entire Inteleon line in his hand, so we could Marnie it away. I'm leaning towards Marnieing it away, so we're gonna go ahead and quick ball. See what's in there? Nothing good. All right, we've got our 2, 3. So we're missing a Zacian piece again. Greninja 1, 2, 3. There it is, and there's the 4th of Mewtwo. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to bench this guy because I can't. If I do that, then another Rapid Flow ends the game. There's some Hopium there. There's some good cards. I think that's all our Zacians. If we had another Zacian in the deck, we actually could have set it up. However improbable, we actually would have been able to get a Zacian knockout this turn, which is kind of crazy. Or it would be 10 short, I guess, but we would have gotten a Zacian attack off. So we're going to go ahead and Max Glide. And get our 2 cards. And it's going to be, I think... Well, we can't... Oh. It's got to be this. And it's got to be... I don't know. I don't know what to take here. This is hard. I think this is a doomed game, but we're going to try it anyway. We'll take these 2. So at the very least, we can get a Mewtwo out and kind of play the game off the back of that. This does feel doomed, though. It does feel like we're in a spot where, like, nothing we do can help. But we're going to try our best. If we get the Greninja up... If we get the Greninja... No, we're still 20 short on this guy. We're still 20 short. I could, in theory, Max Glide again. If he hits just my active for 120. I just don't bench anything. Because if I don't bench anything, he's stuck. He's stuck in a spot where he can't, I guess, one-shot me. But the problem is that the Inteleon pings are going to start coming in a second here. I think Rapid Strike Urshifu has been one of the best decks, if not like a top 3, top 5 deck. But it keeps phasing in and out of the meta because of all these like cool new decks like Jolteon, Leafeon. People are really like taking their time, Dragapult's like taking their time to like enjoy these new decks, and like I get that, but I feel like you can't forget the decks that are always good. I do think Urshifu is one of those decks that's always going to be rising to the top or staying at the top for as much of its lifetime, just because of how efficient the first attack is, and Rapid Flow is how much crippling damage it can do to any setup style deck. And the Inteleon engine is just one of the best. Like your Sobble sets up your entire deck for you. Drizzle just exists as well. Is like one of the most busted cards. And then Inteleon, he's just vibing. So this deck, the whole Rapid Strike mechanic engine, whatever you want to call it, just insane. Let's see what they're thinking about. Tool Scrapper, okay. Maybe getting rid of their own tool on the active because they have a Telescopic Sight, right? So they might be wanting to Telescopic Sight here, push me to the bench, hit me for 180 after they hit me for 120 here. With a ping, that would be a knockout. But if I don't give them if they knock this out by any accident, I'm not going to give them another bench Pokemon. Besides the V-Unions, maybe. Okay, we get an Aurora. And another Greninja piece. It's 3 Greninja. I don't like... Is there a way I can stop this from happening? Like, what is this? Like, what is going on here? What is with the UI? Like, why is everything, like... Can you please put things together so I know what's going on? I don't play boss, so this is actually really, like, unfortunate. Alright, let's Great Ball. We'll just grab this for posterity's sake. Let's go ahead and discard the Greninja. We're 1 piece off of the Greninja V-Union. We're going to go ahead and Max Glide the active. So he's got to be thinking I'm going to, take the bench or something. But in reality, I can't. It's just, we're bluffing. We're bluffing hard, guys. We're going to get Allister here. Because I think it's just better to see some cards. Maybe Research would have just been better. But we're going to grab Allister. We have the Marnie as well for next turn. I I don't think they can chain back-to-back rapid flows. They can Raihan up now this turn if they want to, though. Raihan is a potential option. So you can go Raihan attach back, Sight active, Rope, hit, put me at 180 on the Togekiss, meaning with the Inteleon ping, I would lose in 2 turns. So that's kind of how that would progress if this game continues onwards as I expect it to. We're 1 turn behind. We're 1 turn behind where we need to be. And we're 20 damage short where we need to be. If I played a pure Greninja deck, I might play like telescopic sights and stuff because I think it's funny. Yeah, there's the Raihan. If he doesn't push me to the bench, though, like I said, I'm not going to bench anything else, and we're going to just chill here for a second, and I'm going to put him in a tough position. And I might just, I guess I could set up Greninja if he just doesn't move my active to the bench. So, we might do that. Let's do that. Okay. 100 Furious Blows comes through. 120 damage. Nothing to write home about. I have the knockout here with the Zacian. So we're going to go ahead and Allister. Draw 3. Boom, boom. And the Togekiss. All 3 useless cards. Let's go ahead and get this guy into play. Greninja. Ba-boom, ba-boom. The best one of the 3 in my opinion. Let's go ahead and field away. Field D-way. Drizzle and a level ball. Okay. Attached here. Retreat. And we'll give him the good old Brave Blade knockout. Now we do it this way so we don't give them extra time to kind of play the game that they want to play. The energies get wiped off the board, so Drizzle has to get something like Raihan here. They can double ping active too before they make a play, just because they can see an extra 2 cards off their prize cards. And I think that's always the correct play. You always ping the active, take your 2 prize cards, and kind of play off the back of that. But no, you can Raihan for game here actually. Raihan here. Level Ball's the other card. Raihan here for energy sight. And then you double ping. No. Because then I push this up and then you can't get the 1-shot. But then you get the brand new Urshi. Which means I can't do any damage to the bench. Because I can't twist a Shuriken without Bronzong in play. Okay, so just going for the double ping. They need the extra cards. Okay, we'll just do this. We do it for your treats, so it's not a big deal. I don't know how we win this. That's my expert opinion here. Raihan decks are hard to play against. Having a boss would obviously help, but we're trying to get all the unions in a deck at one time and try to get them all into play. So it'll be a little bit of a conundrum to see how we can get out of this situation, out of this pickle. Especially with our Bronzong going down immediately. Echoing Horn. Oh, we're going to lose. Bronzor comes back into play. And they're going to try to take a 1-shot here. That's unfortunate, actually. That's a really cool tech card in here. Rabbit Strike Energy? Nope. Okay, cool. They might have given us a win condition, actually. Do you guys see the win condition? Do you guys see this wonderful, beautiful win condition they've given us, potentially? Great Ball Mewtwo piece, come on. Nice, okay. Let's double check we have another Aurora. That's all I really care about. That's in there. So let's thin out completely. Perfect thinning. We've got 7 cards to see and Aurora Energy. Or, I mean, unfortunately, our last and final prize is the Zacian piece. Or that could have also been an answer. Our last and final prize is the Zacian piece. There it is. Are you guys ready for this one? Bada bing. Bada boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bada beep boop bop. Bada skibbity dibbity doop 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 doop. One more. I get this guy in here. And I'd like to thank you for the freest win of my life. And that wasn't even close, and you guys know it. I wasn't sweating for a single moment. But thank you guys for watching as always. That's Rahul. We're going to be back Wednesday with a regular video. We're going to go on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, regularly scheduled content. as we continue going. I'm going to bring back those shorts. I hope you guys enjoyed those that are educational. I'm trying to get some newer players into the game. I will continue with those on Tuesdays and Thursdays to the best of my availability. I'm going to use tonight to catch up on sleep, but on Thursday I should be back with those as well. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. That was a really fun game. Yeah, bye.